Hey guys, so this video is my top 5 reasons, maybe not the top, but just reasons I've seen throughout, YouTube videos or things that I've noticed people are doing. So my 5 reasons your hair is not growing, true or false. So I said true or false because people are putting things out there and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's true or that it's false. So I'm just going to give my opinion, my reasoning, my examples or whatever as to if I believe it's true or false and why I believe it's true or false. So let's get into number 5 as to why your hair isn't growing, true or false. So number 5 is you're using the same combs that you were using when you were relaxed. Is it true or is it false? It is true. Once you become natural, you cannot use the same comb. All you're doing is ripping out your hair. If you are using this, you are ripping out your hair. When I was relaxed, this was my best friend. I loved this comb. I loved it. And it helped so much. But once I became natural, I had to understand I was ripping out my hair. This won't even go through my hair, especially if I have it out or not blow dry, but air dry. This thing will break on me. It's not gonna work. You should either switch to a pick, which is what I use, occasionally and stuff, or a Y2 comb, which I use this in the shower or sometimes not even in the shower. But one of these you should be using. Not a rat tail comb. I might use the end of it to part my hair and then separate it with my fingers, but you gotta get rid of it. You gotta get rid of it. It's gonna be hard. I mean, you can keep it for when you decide to straighten your hair, but you shouldn't be using it on a day-to-day basis with your natural hair. Number 4, as to why your hair is not growing, is that you don't deep condition. You should be deep conditioning. Well, I don't. Well, I deep condition this many times a day. Well, I don't. Is it true or is it false? I think it is a little bit of both. And I say that because when it comes to deep conditioning, I feel like it depends on the person and it depends on their hair. Now, I deep condition every single time I wash my hair. And that is because I have heat damage. And I know it's, like I said in my other videos, I know it's not going to bring back my curls all the way. But it has been very helpful for me to deep condition every day. And my hair has grown a lot. My hair is now right about here. And about 3 months ago, I cut it up here. And I've never seen that type of growth with me. So me personally, it's been helpful. Now, I've seen other women who don't deep condition as much as I might deep condition right now, and their hair is big, it's long, they have way more hair than me. So I feel like you don't necessarily have to deep condition just for your hair to grow. I feel like it could be helpful, but like I said, I've seen people who don't do it that much, or some people that don't do it at all, and it's perfectly fine. So on to the next, number 3, as to why your hair could or could not be growing, true or false, is that you don't have a plan. You're just winging it. Well, I have a plan. I do my hair this day, and I moisturize on this day, and I style it on this. Well, I just do my hair whenever I feel like it. Whenever you feel like it, well, you should have a plan. Well, I don't. I'm just doing whenever I feel like it. So, is that a reason why your hair isn't growing? True or false? I feel like it's true because best way for me to explain this example. When I was natural or first became natural, I didn't know what to do. I felt clueless, helpless, all of that, and frustrated. So there was times like I wouldn't even tie my hair up. My hair will be just like crazy. You know that type of crazy where you don't tie your hair up but put on a satin scarf and you decide to go to sleep, or you forget to tie it up and decide to go to sleep? and then you wake up the next morning and your hair is looking like who did it and why. That's how my hair would be. I wouldn't go out in public like that. I would go and I would always re-wet my hair. Just under shower, just wet it and then re-style it or try to do whatever I can with it. And then comb it on top of that with the comb I said don't use. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. So I feel like if you're doing your hair at the spare of the moment like that, I feel like you are hindering it from growing. Now, when you have a pattern and it's consistent, like you choose certain days to wash it and do it and you keep up with it, it's just, you're not having choppiness throughout your journey. You want it to be a smooth journey or a smooth transition. You don't want it to be stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. It's just too much. So, number 2, as to why your hair is not growing, is protective styles. You're not wearing the protective styles. You should be protective styling your hair all the time. That's how you get length retention, and that's how you get this, and that's how you... Well, is that true or false? I feel like that is false. And the reason why I'm saying that is false is because not all protective styles are protecting your hair. There are a lot of styles that are ripping out your hair. You think braids and twists and all that is protecting it, but you're ripping out your edges, you're ripping out the middle of your hair. That's why I try not to even do this all the time, because it pulls on your hair. Or I keep it very loose to where I'm not even gripping my hair, because me keeping it up actually has helped my hair to grow, but I don't want to pull on my edges. There are people I see who do braids and they do it tight and it's like, oh, you're just pulling it. I used to wear my hair when I was relaxed and I was going into being natural, whatever. My hair was really long and I would keep it all up in a bun, but I would always brush it. I brushed it a lot because I wanted this part to be smooth and I wanted a fluffy bun, but I didn't know that the hairband that I was using was always pulling on my hair in that area. So when I would take it down, I'm still trying to recover from that, because I often would still do that and forget about it. But you have short pieces up here. Short pieces like that, if you can see it. And that is from the hair, whatever you use on your hair, and it breaks your hair around that area. If you're always pulling on it, putting in a ponytail, your hair can actually break at the part where it meets that hairband. So you have to be careful that the protective styles that you are using are really protecting your hair and not in some way or form breaking your hair or causing more damage that you don't really know about. So my top 1 reason that your hair is just not growing. Can you guess what it is? I'm pretty sure you can guess what it is, because everybody's saying it. And it's almost a given if you don't already know. It is trimming your hair. Your hair is not growing because you don't trim your hair. You should be trimming your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. It's a must that you trim your hair. Is that true or is that false? It is false, people. It is false. I don't know who told you that you must be trimming your hair every 6 to 8 weeks or however much time in order for your hair to grow. I don't know which natural factual fact book or whatever you got that from, or who told you that and made it fact, but that's solely opinion and my opinion, because my sister does not trim her hair every 6 to 8 weeks, and she has almost tailbone length hair. And it's it depends, to me, it depends on the upkeep of your hair. It could depend on genetics. It could depend on the growth rate of your hair. I know they say your hair grows half an inch each month, but if you're not treating your hair right, you're not going to get the full growth amount that you're typically expected to receive every month if you're not keeping up with your hair. Therefore, if you're not receiving it and then you go to trim it, you're trimming off hair that hasn't even grown, and so you're just trimming, and you're wondering why it's not growing. So I don't agree with that statement. It irritates me to a T when I hear people say you must trim your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. No, it's suitable for you. Everything is suitable for you. You do not have to follow that. I am here to tell you, you do not have to follow that. It all, like, if you're one, okay, I don't know who, I'm not even gonna say the person's name, but one YouTuber I heard say, she was like, all hair is the same, all natural hair is the same. So hair is hair. You should be trimming it. You must trim it every 6 to 8 weeks. I'm just listening to her like, girl, where'd you get that from? And then she goes on to say like, well, you can't use the same product as this person because everybody's hair is different. And I want to say, did you just hear your contradicting statement within what you just said? You just said everybody's like hair is hair and you should be trimming it because everybody, but then you go on to say that you shouldn't use the same things because everybody's hair is different. So which one is it? Is everybody's hair the same or everybody's hair is different? If I'm natural, yes, I'm natural and the girl next to me might be natural, but I guarantee you we could be using different things, different plans, patterns, regimens, whatever you want to call it, products. Her growth rate might be quicker than my growth rate. So I can't say that across the board I should be trimming every 6 to 8 weeks because it doesn't work like that. Being natural isn't something that's set in stone. I feel like your hair is very versatile. I feel like the word is very versatile. Like natural is not in a box. It is basically whatever your hair likes, whatever your hair is agreeing with. It's not this way across the board. It's never been like that. So for those people who are saying, this is what you should be doing, okay, that's good, and I'm happy that it works for you, and your hair is beautiful, and it's growing, and this is, but just because it works for you does not mean it's gonna work for me. So I hope this video was helpful on 5 reasons why your hair is not growing, true or false. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me. Once again, like I stated in the beginning of this video, for those who might have something to say about it, that it is my opinion, my thoughts, my views about those 5 things. And you can let me know down below if you agree with some of them, if you disagree with some of them. And please don't just write that you think something is not true that I said, or you think something is true that, I would like for you to write why, because if you write that, well, I don't agree with you and this is, okay, a lot of people don't agree with me, but I would like to know why or hear your perspective why, because there might be a perspective that I'm not looking at, so it'll be nice to hear about it. But it's all friendly conversation, so leave your comments below as to what you think, or agree with, disagree with, and also click the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. That little bell is just sitting there waiting to be clicked on. YouTube made it and it hasn't even been working. I feel like if that notification bell had a job, it would have no paycheck really, because it hasn't been getting any hours. So please click that notification bell so we can get some hours and do its job that it needs to do. I would love for you to get notified every time I post a video. And I will see you in the next one.